Well, here I am again. Finally got all the rear brakes put together and finished up. I got my e-brakes on, the low car cut to length e-brake cables. I got the passenger side run across the top of the center section. I got them both run up here, and this is the factory e-brake cable bracket. All I did was just drill another hole to run them both through there, and then I brought them up. I drilled a couple holes through this cross member, brought them through here and up to that bracket there to a union block, and I finally got my, wow, that's close, e-stop bolted to the frame here. And what I like about these things is they're so nice. There'll just be one little button on the inside of the car you push, and it actuates this cable, pulls it back. Pull on your e-brake cables nice and even, and then you push the button again and it'll release it. Extends back out, and you got a lot of adjustment on this. I got adjustment here. I got adjustment on this rod here, and then the mounting points on the e-stop. You have slotted points here, so you can get it, good adjustment on there. And then I'm just going to run the cable for it. Put a clamp back here on this bolt, a clamp up on this bolt, and then run it over the top of the frame rail. Probably put another clamp up in here, and then run it through the I don't know if you can see it or not, but run the cable up through my inner panel here with a grommet up inside the car where all the rest of the wiring is going to go, and then just put the button somewhere where nobody will know where it is, and they won't be able to release the brakes without it, so they won't be able to steal the car. But I've also, excuse me while I get my fat butt up off this creeper. You see I got the trunk lid mounted. I've filled all the holes back here. Got a little body work left to do, but I left the recess for the license plate because I kind of like that, and it fits pretty good. This corner here is a little high, so what I'm going to do, the back is nice and flush, so what I'm going to do is on the bottom side where the support is I'm going to cut some slots through the support, probably about 3 of them. This way I can ease this corner down, because it's, I don't know, it's probably almost a 1/4 inch high, maybe 3/16 high, but then I can ease that down little bit by little bit, and then just weld it up on the bottom side, so then that'll fit good. But the most work's been done up here up front. I got my fenders mounted. I had to source out some new inner fender panels because mine were just junk, and even the one I got, this other piece that goes up in there was rotted out, so I had to make that piece there to fit up in there. And then I got everything else installed. The gravel shield down here had a big dent in it right here. Well, somebody must have stepped on it or something. So I got that hammered out and straight. And the big change up here is, ta-da, French in the headlights. I bought the bucket kit from Shoebox Central. It came with this piece here plus the chrome insert that goes on the inside. I did take these, and if you try to just put them on, they're sticking out quite a ways. Look like a big bug eye. Didn't like that, so I cut about 1 inch off the end here,
to bring it back in, and then a 1/2 inch off the inside piece here, so it sits nice and back quite a bit. I still got to grind this down and finish it all off a little bit, but it's, you know, they fit pretty darn nice, I think. And what some guys will do is they'll just take the clips, these little clips here, you hold the headlights in, turn them around, and then screw them in from the back side. Well, I wanted it to be a little easier to work and didn't have to worry about it falling off. So, like that. So what I did is put some 1/4-20 bolts through the holes, and they fit perfect. And then I put nuts on the back side. I'll tack these in place like I did on the other side. And instead of cutting this small lip off the end of the bucket here, I left that on to keep it back just another 1/8 of an inch, and so that comes up against the inside of the nuts back here. And when I put the nuts on the back side to hold the bucket in, it holds it nice and tight in there, and it'll give it, you know, even a little bit more depth. And then I'm going to weld up these seams here and then smooth those off. But I was checking out a front tilt hood kit from No Limit, but it's for a mid-50s Ford truck, and it won't. I was going to try to modify it and make it work on here because I thought that was pretty trick looking, but it's not going to work for hell. And there goes my air compressor. So I think it's because these engine compartments have a pretty tight V to them, and if you try to pull the hood forward, they'll just jam in the corners. They won't raise far enough to clear the hood corners. So I'm just going to go with the standard hood hinges, which I have a couple sets of them. So, but yeah, no, it's starting to look to be pretty good. And if any of you guys that have got these cars can give me a hint. I had to get 2 new fenders because my fenders were both roached. This fender is off of a Crestline, that I do know. And I believe this is a 51. I know I have to fill all these holes and that big hole there, but the front marker light hole is the same. The difference is these slotted holes here that hold the parking light assembly on both sides. This bottom hole down here on this one is farther back towards the wheel well opening than it is on the other fender. I believe that other fender is a 50 because these holes are in different spots. But if anybody has a clue and can kind of head me in the right way, because I don't want to, I know I'm going to probably have to, if this is the right one, I'm going to have to fill the holes on the opposite side and make them match this one. So if anybody has any clues as to which is the 50, which is the 51, like I said, you can see this hole here is closer to the wheel well opening than, oh boy, let's see, then this side the hole's way back here, and on the other side it's up like here. And because I believe this side is a 50. But if anybody has an idea, I'd appreciate some help. And then I got this bad boy all ready to go in. That's a lady 85 302 that I've had all machine work done. It's been bored 30 over, crank is 10 under. The roller cam, E303 roller cam, and crane roller rockers underneath there, and the ProFlow 4 injection system. I've already got the fuel pump in the tank. So this thing's all ready to go. Then I got there. I found out that you can't put a stock alternator on this belt kit that I bought from CVS Racing because it's too big around. So you pretty much got to use their kit, their alternator, which is nice. It's a real nice polished one-wire Ford alternator, and it goes right on there. And then I got the Saginaw power steering pump to go on the other side, and I still got to pick up the AC compressor, but I'll get all that. So I got that ready to go. I'm getting ready to send this. I got an AOD. I'm ready to send that out to get rebuilt. I mean, it was out of a running, driving car, but I'm not going to pull this damn thing back out if in a year that thing fails. So I'm going to have it rebuilt so I don't have no worries. And maybe put a little kit in it too. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, no, things are really starting to look good. And hopefully in September I could send this thing out to the body shop to get finished and painted. So just keep on going with it. Till next time.